Hey, it's Jess. Welcome back. Today I'm here to talk about The Laws of the Skies by Gregoire Courtois, I think is how you say his name. I apologize if that's incorrect. In this book, you are following a class of students. I believe they're like kindergarten or first grade. I think this is set like in England maybe, or it like in Europe somewhere. And so I'm not quite sure like the classes and grades are different than here in America. So it's kindergarten, first grade, something like that. They are going on an overnight camping trip. And so they load up on the bus. They have 3 adults with them. And then there's like, I don't know, 12 or so of these children. And one by one, things happen to the adults where these children are left alone. And one of the children is not very nice. And the other children are scared of him. And so they kind of scatter in the woods. And one by one, the children start dying. This is basically Lord of the Flies with 6-year-olds. I really liked this book. I listened to it as an audiobook. It was a very short, I think it was 4.5 hours. This book was highly recommended by Jordaline Reads on YouTube. She's talked about it several times. And so when I saw that my library app had it available, I decided to try it out, and I'm so glad I did. Again, short but shocking, very bleak. I have not read anything like this before, and yeah, it took me by surprise, but I really enjoyed this one. So if you're looking for a quick horror book, you don't mind children horror or like, children in your horror books, I recommend that you check this one out. But now I want to know, have you read this book? What did you think? All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey, it's Jess. Welcome back. Today I'm here to talk about The Legend of Mildred Wells by Michael Clark. In this book, you are following Tim. He has recently been divorced and has bought a farmhouse that he intends on fixing up and flipping. After he has been there for a few days, he starts hearing and seeing creepy things. He starts seeing a woman on his property that he later learns is named Mildred Wells. And so he is trying to survive and fix this house up while it's being haunted because he has no money. So he has nowhere else to go. He has no choice but to fix this house up. So he has to stay there even with Mildred. This book is actually it has several parts to it. So the first part of the book is about Tim buying the house and fixing it up. The second part of the book is about Mildred and her life, how she grew up, how she came to be haunting that house, everything like that. And then the third part of the book, you go back to present day, but it's set in the 70s, where Tim has finished fixing up the house, and is trying to sell it, but Mildred is there, and so he's struggling with the ethics of selling a haunted house, but he also wants to get rid of Mildred, so they're kind of fighting. I did not enjoy this book. I requested it from NetGalley, and when I requested it, I did not realize that it's basically 3 books smashed into one, so it is way too long. It didn't really flow very well. I enjoyed the first part. It was super creepy in the beginning when Tim first buys the house, and then you first see Mildred and the other ghosts. There's other ghosts that live there too. And that part was really creepy. The information about Mildred's childhood was okay. And then the end by then I did not care. I wanted to finish it. And this one took me a month to finish because it did not hold my attention. But I did want to go ahead and finish it, partially because especially when I receive advanced reader copies, I don't like to DNF them. I like to finish them if I can. So I did, but did not enjoy it. Do not recommend. Yeah. Didn't enjoy it. Don't recommend it. So now I want to know, have you read this book? What did you think? All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey, it's Jess. Welcome back. Today I'm here to talk about The Eyes Are the Best Part by Monica Kim. In this book, you are following a Korean American family, a mother and her 2 daughters. The father of the family has recently left, and the mother is very upset, thinks that she is unlucky, doesn't really understand why her life has been so difficult. When she makes dinner, she keeps eating the fish eyes because she says that they're lucky. Well, one day she has her oldest daughter, Jinwon, eat a fish eye too, and the youngest daughter's like, absolutely, I will not eat that, but Jiwon does. And she discovers that they aren't as bad as she thought. After she eats the fish eye, she kind of slowly descends into madness. She gets really, really obsessed with eyeballs. She starts dreaming about them. She wants to eat more of the fish eyes because she enjoyed them so much. Eyeballs have kind of taken over her life. Her mother has gotten a new white boyfriend who is basically racist, but the mother doesn't realize that or won't see that because she's so desperate to be with someone. And so Jinhwa is trying to deal with the relationship rift that's causing between her and her mother and her sister, and deal with this man being in their life, all while also dealing with her eyeball obsession. I really enjoyed this book. It was unexpected. If you don't like eyeballs or talk of eyeballs, don't read this because obviously, I mean, there's an eye on the cover. So it's a lot about eyeballs. Never thought I would say eyeballs so much in one video. But I thought the characters, like the character arcs, were well written. I felt for these characters. I really got the ick from the boyfriend George, could understand why Jiwon and her sister did not like him. And overall, like I read this one pretty quickly. I wanted to know what was going to happen and where the story was going to lead. So now I want to know, have you read this book? What did you think? All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.